in the chat. Bam, we're live. Audrey, good morning. Coach Ken, good morning. When I first started getting shadow banned on Instagram, I didn't realize that people thought I was making that up. I didn't realize that saying you were shadow banned was like a conspiracy theory, like something that conspiracy theorists say that only like right-wing wingnuts say. And then look at it. Wow,
Super
what
delay.
a trip!
Do you see that?
Yeah, I'm watching the numbers right now. This is so crazy what YouTube has done to us. Anyway, eventually more and more people started being like, hey, dude, you're shadow banned. And the most obvious thing that everyone would see is if you would try to tag me in anything in Instagram, my name wouldn't be highlighted. It would be gray. Or you'd have to type out Sevan Matosian, the whole thing, in order to find my account. But also, every day I was receiving screenshots from people who would try to follow me on Instagram saying, are you sure you want to follow this account? This person puts a lot of misinformation out. And it was just constant. It was just constant like that. And it would be really funny when people would be like, oh my God, shadow ban is real. It's like, dude, I've been shadow banned for 2 fucking years. Or people would try to tell me the shadow ban was over because they could see my stories again. Hey, you guys see that number up there, 56? We haven't seen a number that low. And yesterday's show, we saw 30. We haven't seen numbers that low in 2 years. And yesterday, 2 people immediately told me, and one of them being including my wife, hey, we can't find your live show right when we went live. My wife obviously watches it every morning or puts it on. And then 2 people in the chat yesterday said that they've been unsubscribed to our YouTube channel. And what we think it is the 2 videos. We made 2 clips. Hey, go on, Caleb. We made 2 clips from a show where the discussion was about Navy SEAL reading hour.
Navy SEAL reading.
You know, at the library, you know how like they'll bring in these men who've served their country and they read to kids. The Navy, you guys have that, right? Navy SEAL reading hour.
It honestly sounds like they have an hour for themselves to read, to like learn how to read. That's what it sounds like. Because, you know, they're not.
It is. If you're a child and you want to come watch a Navy SEAL learn how to read, Dave Castro will be at the Watsonville Airport tomorrow. Dave Castro will be at the Watsonville Library tomorrow between 3 and 4, and you can watch him learn how to read. Anyway, it's crazy. Yeah, look at Sarah Cooper, no notification for the show. Incredible. Dick Butter, nice howitzers, Caleb. Bam. Arrested, no license. Audrey, I want Beaver to read to me before bed. Doesn't everyone want a Beaver? Nice Beaver before bed. How do I unsubscribe? Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Just subscribe.
God, it's so bizarre. I cannot believe that happened.
Yeah. Look, there's already more people on this show than there was yesterday. So,
but I still haven't seen 88. Like when it drops below 100, I'm like, wow, it's so rare. Like 96 would be really low, and yet this thing won't get over 93. What a trip! What a trip that they're doing this. John Williams, shadow banning due to election season. Here we go again. No shit. Is that it? I saw a ridiculous headline, pretty funny headline, and someone was saying that's because of election season 2, where they're going to start telling you who's killing who based on race. So the headline's going to be 2 white men kill, 6 black people. Like they're saying that's going to come big time in the media. I wonder if that's true.
They need the divide.
Yeah, they need the divide. Wow. I do want to mention to you guys on September 30th, I will be filming at Craig Howard's gym in Pleasanton, California. I do also believe that Mr. Souza will be there also. Athena's putting on a seminar there through her Scaled Nation business organization. And I don't even know what the name of the seminar is exactly called, but it is a coach's course, not different in its spirit than the kids course that CrossFit does, or the master's course that they used to do, which my mom said was even as good or better than the level 1, the master's course. And this course is specifically designed on how to work with large-bodied human beings. There it is. Oh, I got it right. Working with large bodies. I don't think they mean tall either. And if you're short, you don't feel offended either. Like maybe you could design a program that's for small-bodied individuals, which would be code for anorexic. Anyway, I am very excited about this. We all know that this country, the world, is eating more and more shitty food, and our lifestyles have made it so that human beings are carrying around more weight than ever. Even just the 2-year lockdown we did, the average American put on 29 pounds. Don't even worry about that weight. Worry about the fact of what that's going to do to your health, your joints, your fucking cardiovascular system, all that shit. Just not your brain. Mike Halpin points out that President Trump would also be a good if you were to work with the President of the United States before you did coach the President of the United States at 6'3", 215.
215.
He's like 270, right?
It was 215. Some say more than 215. It's 215.
Good Lord.
I keep thinking I'm 5'5", but I really got to measure myself again because I heard Colton say on the show the other day that he's 5'4". There's no way. I will lie though. I thought I was a secure man. I will not say I'm 5'4". There's no way.
Don't you do it.
Do I look 5'4", Caleb? When you stand next to me, do I seem 5'4"? Be honest.
No, I think 5'5", 5'6" is probably a reasonable guess.
Thank you. You get to stay. I am very excited to go there and film the seminar. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy being in that environment. We'll be filming all the lectures. Anyone who's there who's willing to talk to us will tell us why they took the course, what they think about the course, and at the end, what they got out of it. And then that'll be our gift and our participation to my dear friend Athena Perez and the Scaled Nation community. And I'm just pumped for it. And I really enjoy doing it. I knew she was going to be in the area. It's a good excuse to go up there and see her. And I feel like I'm myself when I'm doing that. So it's good. And I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot. So there we go. Also, the Two Brain Business Survey, Chris Cooper. Two Brain is the largest gym consulting company in the world. It comes out of Canada, extremely successful. Tons I've actually, in all the years I've been around, I have never heard anything negative about Two Brain, not even once. And every year they put out what's called the State of the Industry report. They are now taking information from affiliate and gym owners around the world to put together that beautiful State of the Industry report they do. I don't have it here with me. It's back at the main studio. There's a link. Two Brain Business Survey link. I don't maybe do we put that in the show notes, or do we have show notes?
Every show.
Okay. So this, if you go back to if you're an affiliate owner or you own a gym, it would be great if you could take the survey and participate in it. And
it's easy. It's harmless. It takes just a couple minutes.
You took it?
Yeah, I took it.
Because you're a gym owner?
Because I'm a gym owner.
Okay.
And I'm participating in the survey, of course.
All right, you're good, dude. And then finally, Paper Street Coffee, use code Sevan, Swolverine, get your swole on, Sleep 8, BIRTHFIT. Take your peptides from CA Peptides. Okay, bills have been paid. Oh, and then let's I'd also like to play from Instagram, SMTP Training, spokesperson Will Brandstetter. Have you seen the commercial?
Yeah. Wait, maybe not the commercial. Maybe not.
Why is Will so funny? Is he trying to be funny, or is this like?
Oh, I just love him more than Brian now. That's interesting.
Wow. I see he's a younger version of, he's like Brian 2.0. Superficially speaking, probably has less hair on his back than Brian. But Will, it's coming. You'll get old too. Okay.
When I was inside, I just smelled some of really bad BO, and I was actually kind of happy about it. You guys ever heard the term necking? Taylor is on his honeymoon. He's in Mexico. So today, it's just me. Someone call 911. There's been a murder. And I'm the victim. There's a version as written. I'm shaking. All right. Here we go.
Free 7-day trial, SMTP60. Self-made training program. Look at that.
Look at that.
You think he shot that with the fancy camera, or that's just all iPhone technology?
Fancy.
Knowing Will is probably fancy camera.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
With a gimbal, probably. Carried it around.
Not even needed, right? For that shot, that shoot.
Some lighting.
It's got the reflectors.
Pull that all the stops.
A strong opening line. I love the smell of BO, right? Kind of gets your attention. Well, you're kind of like, wow, I can't believe he said that out loud. I kind of like some BO too. Or, ooh, he's gross. But you right away, you form an opinion. You either with him or against him at that point.
Yep. Then he brings back his old soul with the necking comment.
Yeah, what is that? I don't even know what that means. That's over my head.
What that means. What?
Necking? Does that mean naked?
No, that means like making out.
Oh, neck. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. You're right. I do know what that is.
With the fonts.
Okay. I would like to give an honorable mention to necking.
I read this in Will's voice.
Oh. Okay, do it. Oh, when you spelled it out.
Y'all necking in the back of the truck.
Oh. Necking. Iced tea for everybody. And cough syrup. You know, I had forgotten about this until I heard yesterday. You guys have heard of whooping cough? There's an injection that kids get for whooping cough.
Acellular pertussis.
What is it?
Acellular pertussis.
Okay, yeah, that. I was reading yesterday, and they were about it, and basically the medication they give for it is no cure at all, zero. It doesn't reduce transmission or cure at all, and it's only to alleviate symptoms. And so I remember that being about our most recent little situation too. That if you have kids, you know how people have said to me, "Hey, you don't want." I don't want your kids around my kids because your kids aren't 49ers fans, right? Mm-hmm. But the truth is the opposite for two reasons. You don't want people who are 49ers fans around your kids if you have to make a choice, like if you had to lean one way or another, because one, a lot of the things they've taken mask the symptoms but don't mask the transmission. And then also you always have to remember shedding is a real thing. Several of these things, the one that starts with a P, are only still in existence on planet Earth because of shedding. What is shedding? Shedding is when you take a medicine and it makes you sick, and then you start spreading the sickness. And everyone who's a 49er fan, regardless of which, or it's any NFL team, your fandom does give you a little piece of the sickness. And it's I was reading a lot about shedding yesterday. I didn't realize what a big thing it is. It is actually the leading cause of the P. And anyone can find that on Google. I'm surprised they haven't hidden that. But be smart. If you have kids, do your research. Honorable mention for Rich Froning. He released his podcast talking about Leadville with Rory and Angelo. If I can channel Will's.
Nice little flair there. Angelo.
And you know, it was kind of cool because he came on the show and talked about it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people wouldn't have done that. Like maybe there's even some people, I'm making this up, but maybe there's some people on his media team who would be like, don't go on there first. Talk about it here first. Don't leak. Don't. But he doesn't care. He don't care. It's Rich Froning. He doesn't care. Talk about it here. Talk about it there. I'm 215, 6'3", 215. I don't care.
Talk about it anywhere.
Yeah. And I just thought that was cool. He don't care. He don't care. Tyson Bagent played football yesterday. Oh, you know who I wanted to send a link to maybe? Could we send a link to Hunter McIntyre?
Can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Please? Oh, thank you.
Why not?
I just want to see if he pops in. I'm curious what he's doing.
Did I say anything or should I just drop the link and let it be?
Yeah, you can just drop the link and let it be.
Okay.
So speaking of Tyson Bagent, wow, that's funny. We have a CEO shirt that matches the color of the Chicago Bears. That's weird.
They're a little similar, but definitely different.
Thank you.
For all
Same,
legal purposes.
Same, but for legal purposes, different.
Right. Yeah.
So what happened yesterday? Someone said he was 7 for 14, threw an interception, but he did hit a guy in the numbers in the end zone, and also he ran one in. Did he do good? Is he good?
I think
Is he good?
No, I don't know.
I think he did well. The interception kind of sucks, but his completions were he was like 50% on completions.
Is he the official backup quarterback now?
We don't know yet. Twitter says that he is, but obviously that's Twitter.
Matt Reynolds. I watch Rich's podcast after yours, same stories. I prefer listening to your podcast naked because of the lack of judgment. And when I listened to Rich's podcast, I was clothed. Oh, okay.
Cool.
I like that. Yeah, I'm flattered. Matt Reynolds has spoken.
I thought you were going to say I'm flat earthed. I think that comment did it.
You can't pigeonhole me. Tyson Bagent. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
In the gun.
Game.
To test himself all the time when he's off the field in downtime. On the move, Tyson Bagent does it again. Another rushing touchdown for the rookie from Martinsburg, West Virginia.
That was cool.
Hey, did they win?
No, they lost.
Oh.
I think he scored the only touchdown though.
Are you allowed to do that as a rookie, or even just as a not even sure if you're on the team? The way he jumped into the let the fans fondle him, and then he does a little. I saw he did a little dance where he puts his hands up like this and he bumps titties with the guy across from him.
Oh yeah. It's coming up here. This. Oh.
Yeah. Did they plan that? He's like, hey, dude, if I score a touchdown, let's bump titties.
Usually they'll fuck around in practice, and then that's the celebration.
Wow. You can tell this is going to be a tough interview. Wow. Oh, he's at the CrossFit Games. Yeah. Oh.
What?
That's one of my most favorite interviews of all time. Dude, my biceps started twitching. I can't tell if I'm shaking because I'm scared or if I'm just too much alcohol yesterday. What the fuck?
Did he just bounce out, or did we drop him from the studio?
No. He I think he said what he had to say, dude.
I didn't even
don't be so judgmental. Oh, neither did I.
It was all in the glasses.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go. Yeah, the glasses were incredible.
That was awesome.
Yeah, can you go to Amazon and see middle finger glasses?
Yeah, let's find them.
Wow,
that was something, huh? That was
my
something.
goodness. That's Colton. That's no Colton Mertens.
You can get them on eBay for $7.
Oh, but not on. You can't buy 200 pack on Amazon for $1.
You can get a 2-pack from Walmart. Let's see.
A 2-pack.
Walmart sells middle finger glasses. Wow.
Oh, you can only get them in the single pairs.
Oh, look at that.
$13. He's balling, huh?
God, those are incredible.
He probably got them off eBay for $7.
Oh, them DBE shades. Wow. Oh my goodness.
I'm confused as to why there's 5 fingers on them. It doesn't show a thumb. It's there's literally 5 fingers. Look, is the thumb up there too? You know what I mean?
There's something called creative freedom or something. Creative. It falls under creative freedom.
Oh, okay.
I want to get paid. I forgot to get Pedro. I better write it on my hand like a little kid. Pedro earphones and then DBE. I need to buy her those. Did you just look up middle finger glasses?
Yeah, here I'll send a link in the private chat.
Thank you. That's cool. That's really cool. All right.
Those are great.
Just to get back to that, poetic license. What did I say, Ken? What would a poetic what? Creative license? Poetic license? Poetic license? I think poetic license is when I said those guys bounce their titties off each other, because you don't usually use titties for men. It's a sex specific, or as they say in the hood, gender specific. Don't say that in the hood. They say in the hood, gender specific titties are gender specific, but poetic license is when I use it for guys. It kind of shows that I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So it's like poetic license saying like I'm so secure in my manness that I could refer to dudes having titties. I think that's poetic. With some creative and political commentary sprinkled in there, peppered, sprinkled. Sprinkles feminine. Girls use sprinkles. I pepper.
Yeah.
I pepper. Ooh, I just gave everyone a full lesson. Thank you, Ken, for being my assistant in that. You threw up an alley-oop, I dunked that shit. Number 2, shadow banning. I don't know if you call this shadow banning, but this guy, I follow him on Instagram, and he's against child abuse. I got to be really careful what I say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're allowed to be against child abuse.
Mm-mm.
But this guy's against child abuse, and he's letting you know he's also against child abuse, but he is also, his account can't be shown to non-followers. Look at that fucking shadow ban. This is like this one of the, I haven't seen this. This is from Instagram. They now have a new form of, they're so creative in their banning. They're so creative. This account can't be shown to non-followers. They just cap your shit off. They just cap you.
Pop a cap.
Okay, here we go.
Sick of these modern day aristocrats who work at big tech and get paid exorbitant amounts of money and then turn around and abuse the power that they have to then try and control what we, free people, are allowed to discuss. Instagram is telling me that their technology found my content doesn't follow their guidelines.
Our technology found your content doesn't follow our guidelines. That's crazy. Our technology. Our technology?
Don't blame us. Blame the think police.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. Our technology? Does that
Don't blame us, blame the machine.
My calculator says 7 + 4 is 17. That's what my technology says.
You're right.
I don't even, my technology? Talk about outsourcing discernment. Okay, go on.
Lines. More specifically, they're telling me that my profile bio is what may go against these guidelines. Do you want to know what my profile bio says? Moderate gay Republican, freedom lover, classical liberal, and then a link to my piano compositions.
Okay, pause.
Somehow.
A link to my piano compositions? Maybe that's where the confusion is. They thought it was his penis compositions.
Common mistake.
Sometimes my technology gets those two confused. Penis and piano. I mean, that's just my technology. Can't even fucking believe this is real. I cannot believe. Do you guys know anyone who works at Instagram or at Facebook?
No, but we could grab a camera, put on some suits, and ask to see who we could speak with.
Oh, Nelly, I regret it. I regret even opening this subject.
Yeah, if you want to go there, I'm game. I've been game since our friend has suggested it.
This is. I have a dislike for people. I have a prejudice and discriminatory feelings and emotions about the people who work there. Without even meeting them, my technology doesn't like them. My bicep's twitching again. My good bicep. Man. That sucks, right?
Yeah, but what are you going to do about it?
Put on a suit?
I mean, Dan made a good point in the comments too. Like it's a private company. Like they get to choose who they serve cake to.
Here's the thing, Dan. I used to think along those lines too. And there is, once you have a contract with the U.S. government or you're in business with the U.S. government, certain rules of the Constitution you have to start following. And one of them is around the freedom of speech. You have to, it doesn't work like that. Once you get in bed with the government, some of your rights as a private citizen or as a private business are no longer there. So I think it's like,
what do you mean in bed with the government though? Because like we all pay taxes.
It's like if you bake cakes, you can. I don't even know if this is true what I'm about to say, but it's not cut and dry like that. Let me just say it like that. You can't. They lose some of their rights as a private company once you start doing business with the government. Once you start doing business with the government, there's certain rules you have to follow. That they're the same rules that like the U.S. government has to follow. So like the U.S. government can't stop you from crossing a bridge in your car because you're gay or straight, or because you're allowed to hate gay people, or you're allowed to hate straight people, or you're allowed to hate white people, or you're allowed to hate black people. I mean, those are just. But I think once you're in bed with the government, once you're like, your car is being used to like deliver government packages, then you can't. You have to follow the rules of whatever the law of the land. And I think they have a shitload of lawsuits open regarding that.
Yeah, I mean they should be like the telephone companies, right?
The telephone companies?
Yeah, like I could call you and we could say whatever we want, and if the telephone technology picks up our conversation, doesn't like it, it can't just shut us off. It's like a platform for communication.
Cave Dastro is saying Facebook is not a private company, but I think I took the liberty to say I took the liberty to understand what Dan is saying, that even though it's traded publicly, it's still a private company. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of people own it. I think that's the. And then, of course, there's this. Sean Sullivan points out, not if you're big pharma, they get to do whatever they want with no consequence. Well, they have their own special laws too, which is just bizarre.
Them and politicians, yeah. Whole set of rules for them.
I am. Well, we're at 183 now. I am so bummed though that the YouTube channel got smacked around.
Yeah, but it seems to be coming back right now. Like those numbers weren't nearly as bad as they were yesterday.
So you know what we did, being the strong-minded, value-driven, high-integrity people that Caleb, myself, and Souza are. You know what we did when we saw that our videos were possibly throttling back the station? We erased them. Souza's like, I made them private. I'm like, no, take them down. You know what though? You guys, I think we should put. Can we go to Rumble? Can you check our Rumble channel real quick? Because I haven't been sending us over to Rumble every morning. I've been lazy. Just gotten tired of it. But I had something set up automatically that everything we post, Caleb, goes to Rumble.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you go, can you type, what if you type in on Rumble the Sevan Podcast and then you type in the P word, PERVERT. I think that's the word. I think that word is what got us jacked. What do you think? You know what's funny is a couple days earlier, Hiller warned me about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to type in Rumble.
It's not
PERVERT, the Sevan Podcast. Okay, so maybe so at some point. The
live show should archive. I don't know if it does the same with the video clips.
I don't think
you know what's crazy is that it's still in search. It takes it to YouTube. It does do video clips because those shorts that you guys were putting up on YouTube, I saw them populating on Rumble. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I saw them. Not as shorts either. It's kind of funny. Like they go in the 16:9.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's still cool. I mean, it's like.
Oh, here I do see it.
You
But
do?
Yeah, it doesn't pop up as like if I look up Sevan Podcast PE word,
Yeah.
it doesn't pop up. But if I go to our page and I scroll through our content, it's there.
Oh, so it made it over there.
Yeah.
Can you bring it up on the screen just so I could see it? Because I don't believe you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm not
You
even
don't want to
following.
believe, you want to know.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Where's the
Excuse
measuring
me.
tape?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay.
So like if you scroll through our content, it's there. But
All right. That's cool. All right. You know what's funny is Rumble doesn't even hit the Google. I type in Rumble, the Sevan Podcast, and it doesn't even hit my Google search. Rumble, Sevan Podcast. That's crazy. Oh, there we go. Finally, after 2 searches,
spelling it wrong the whole time.
and it's a show from 2021 that pops up. It's the Power Rankings.
It is.
Hey,
That is true.
two things I want to tell you out there. There are I've been having guests on the show who my guests are telling me, hey, someone contacted me. We're scheduling shows with people, and then you can see them scheduled, right? You can go to the Sevan Podcast YouTube page, and you can see who's coming, and then you can see also you can see who they are. So people out there are contacting our guests and trying to dissuade them from coming on the show.
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell you about it. And after the show today, I'm going to get a Bloody Mary, and I'll tell you at length what I've been hearing.
Oh.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't, if you listen to our show, or if you don't like us, don't do that. That's because I think of myself as kind of like Barnum and Bailey, and all of these stories, like just around, you're just plates I'm spinning. Thank you, Caleb. That was more Globetrotter, dude. I can't see you spinning now that okay. All right. But it's the athletic jersey you're wearing that makes me, when I see this, I think Globetrotter.
Oh,
don't do that, because I don't think you want to be like one of my cats that has to jump through a fiery ring. But I like it. I like all the stories, and I like the drama, and I want to have many narratives going on. But you don't want to do that. It's going to be bad for you. And I'll tell you also, in the last week, I don't know if Caleb knows this yet. Susan knows this. 3 people who previously had either taken a hiatus from the show or maybe said that they weren't going to come on are now wanting to come back on again, or willing to come back on. And it's like, I don't care either way. I just keep asking the same people to come on over and over and over. But don't do that. Don't tempt me. Because I want to parade out the dwarfs and the fire eaters and the cats that jump through rings and the bearded woman. Like, this show needs that. That's how this show exists, with little bits of drama and fighting in the community. But some of you guys don't really want to fight, so don't do that. What did Will Smith say? Keep your mom's name out of your mouth.
keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
Yeah, unless, I mean, you can put my wife's name in your mouth. But if you do, then you just got to be part of the show, and it doesn't pay so good.
No, it does not.
Thank you, Caleb. Caleb, go back to spinning plates, please. All right. Okay, that was good, right?
Yeah, that was nice. But just imagine imagine having the time to do that, to like stalk the show so much, and then find people who are coming on, and then message them and be like, hey, I don't think you should come on the show because I'm an insecure douchebag, and they're taking all the air out of the space, and there's gonna be nothing left for me. And I'm telling you, it's like, what do you even say? How do you start that conversation? And the people who they're telling, I hope that you get off and you see that for what it is, and you're like, wow. Like, they think they're so much better than me that they have to tell me what I have to do.
Oh, yeah. Well said. It backfires. Right. Right.
Yeah. Like, you know how bad that makes you look? It makes you look like you're trying to be the parent there. And like you're on your high horse going around telling people morally what to do because you know best.
It backfires. You're the boy trying to get it's basically like you're going to a girl and trying to like say bad shit about her boyfriend so that you could get her.
Yeah.
It's HR shit. It's HR. It's back to HR shit. So anyway, don't do it. Or do it. I just think twice before you do it.
They'd have to think at all before they did it. So maybe just think fucking one time, and that might solve the problem. Just think out
that's cool.
your little bubble right in front of your face here.
Because then I feel like if you do that, you also lose a guest on your own show.
Yeah, like they're not gonna like turn and come to you.
They're like, oh well, now I definitely don't want to come on your show because you told me not to do that. You know what I mean? Like if it's taken the wrong way.
Listen, look at this. Look how Coffee Pods and Wads is leaning into this. And then look at Hiller's comment. This is very interesting. Hey, I saw you're going on Sevan. This is Pedro's like doing like playing a character here. Hey, I saw you going on Sevan's show. He said something I thought was mean. I tried to get him fired and failed. So now I'm doing this. Andrew Hiller, I bet it's Pedro. Yeah, totally. Pedro's the guy who's the murderer. Is the murderer, but he rides around with the posse looking for the murderer. That's where he hides.
You're like, it's so weird. We had Caleb's schedule. They got a call. Now he's on Pedro's show and said he could come on ours. What's happening?
Holy shit, dude. Speaking of Pedro, can you pull up his this is almost too long to play, but pull up his Instagram. He interviewed Alchama. I apologize to the two of you that don't follow the CrossFit scene who are listening to the show, but there's this team called CrossFit Invictus. They just won the CrossFit Games. Cool people on the team. Miss Weiss. I don't know her first name. That's why I call her Miss Weiss.
Brittany.
Oh, it is Brittany?
Yeah.
Okay. Brittany Weiss. This guy, it looks like he just got out of jail. Alchama. We call him El Chapo. And then the token Mexican guy, Jorge Fernandez. And then the youngest OG that I know, this girl's been around since the dawn of time, and yet she's still probably only 20 years old. Miss Robin Givens. No, that was Mike Tyson's. What's her name? Someone help me.
Devin
the young
Kim.
girl.
Devin Kim?
Oh, Devin Kim. God damn it, Robin Givens, Devin Kim. That's not even close. Anyway, it's a cool ass team, and I got to film with them at the games. Man, they're cool. They're all like bright and shiny and beautiful and great to film and very generous with their time. But they had all sorts of drama. They had everything going on the team. And El Trauma drops some of the drama, like shares it. He gets real here in this clip. Go ahead and check this clip out. It's pretty crazy.
The sound year in 2022. Usually the coaches decide after the open who's going to be with who. For the first time in history, we said after the games in 2022 we want to go back as the same team. Okay, pause this. Was potentially.
So basically what he's saying is normally CJ Martin or someone at CrossFit Invictus will say, you're on the team. You guys are going to compete at 2023 CrossFit Games as the team that represents Invictus. And what Chapo is saying, we were the team at 2022 that did so well that we decided ourselves, and Invictus let us decide that we're going to stay together. So it was the team from 2022 and the four of them decided we're going to stay together. Okay, go on.
A blessing and a curse. It meant that there was some complacency, there was some comfort across that from all people. We just knew we were going to be in a team.
Okay, pause.
Set out in the beginning.
So what he's saying there is because we didn't have to try out for the team because there was no tension. We probably thought we were cooler than we really were, and we just kind of just rolled in, right? Like they didn't have to retry out for the team when normally he's saying that you got to retry out for the team every year. I know someone in the comments right now is probably like, stop pausing it and explaining it to us. And I'm going to say to you, shut up, rabbit. Okay, go ahead.
This year of number one slowly started to diminish a little through the year.
At what point of the year did you or the team or an outside person say, hey guys, you need to like strap yourselves in here?
That's a bit of a tough question because it was kind of flip-flopping throughout the season. I would say after quarterfinals is when we started to see the real hiccups. I would almost blame myself a little bit for adding that stress. At the time, I didn't really think of it like that. But in my mind, I was like, I'm doing everything I can to be a champion. why are others not doing the same? Well,
okay,
maybe they
pause.
were.
So he's saying that he was working his ass off to win the CrossFit Games in 2023, and Devin Kim was over at the bar serving drinks, making tips. Jorge Hernandez was fucking smuggling weed back and forth across the Mexican border, and Miss Weiss was fucking doing bathing suit shoots. Well, this motherfucker is like serious about winning the CrossFit Games, and he was pissed. I don't know if those guys.
Imagine him just like laying on the couch, just like stewing mad about the fact that everybody else is doing something. He's like, I'm recovering right now, and everybody else is working. They're doing
dude, that dude things. Doesn't he looks like he's being interviewed from jail. It even got like that echoey jail. His hair's all slicked back and shit.
Yeah, it does.
Look, he got a tattoo. That's his jail number on his neck.
I think it says perspective backwards.
God, Pedro must have been loving this. This is the kind of guest you want. He's just reflecting in real time on your show.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. This guy has sex regularly.
You think so?
Dude, so he
in jail
has sex regularly.
No, he sleeps with the female counselors and shit. Like he's high, this guy's high on the pecking order. Him and Jorge are high on the mating pecking order. Like if there's so much vagina swirls around him and Jorge, I bet that like dudes like me could be friends with them and get some, like just like stuff that falls off. Oh, there's one.
Just collateral damage. He's in San Diego too, right?
Yeah. You just like imagine like a giant eating and like a 70-foot giant eating and crumbs like falling down, and you're just down below. It's just raining food on you. Imagine that. You see it, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, or like, have you ever seen like those cows in the field, and like they're just grazing, and all around them are little tiny egrets? I don't know what they're doing. They're like eating flies or shit, or they're doing something, but they're getting something from the giant cow. The cow's just like one will be sitting on the cow's back. You seen that?
He has a whole ecosystem of sex around him.
Yes. Don't be so crass. It's not sex. It's agape, love feast, as they say, biblically speaking. Agape. Yeah. Okay, go on. Okay, so there's some drama on the team. There's some tension. What do you expect? Championship team. Okay, here we go. El Chapo tells us more about the tension. Here we go.
Same, just it looked different to how it felt for me. We had again another hiccup with Jorge's hamstring, so now we have to manage that. And
I don't know, another hiccup. There's some hiccups that he's not telling us, but go on. Do you think that this guy's ever had a pimple? Look at him.
It doesn't look like it.
Fucking Lord. Okay.
The way where we'd still get good team training in, but not overload his hamstring. But with that said, it made for really exceptional games because we went through so much stress, so much kind of drama. I'll be honest, there was a point where Devin was missing some training sessions. She had things going on, personal things going on. I couldn't see those personal things because obviously in my mind, I'm like, I want to be a champion. I need everyone to have the same mindset. It was me initially that I asked Dev to step down off the team. And the reason I did that is I felt like
so she's at the bar just making mad tips.
Getting paid, son.
Yeah, she's the most charming athlete at the entire fucking games. Devin Kim, if you haven't met her. And so she's at the bar at the fucking Cheesecake Factory just cleaning house on tips, and El Chapo wants to fucking train, and he's pissed. So Texas Roadhouse, thank you. And so he's pissed, and he's like, yo, you got to get off the team. I can't believe he shared this. This is incredible. Miss Kim, I know you made $1,200 last night flashing that smile and charming drunk guys to tip you, but we need to train. I wonder if she peeled him off 100, like stuffed it in his mouth. Shut up, Chapo.
Just
stuffed a hungy in his mouth.
Train this bitch here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jorge's just sitting in a recliner with hot chicks feeding him grapes and fanning him with palm leaves, just watching those two fight.
Massaging his calves.
Yeah.
Covering.
Someone's
massaging his hamstring. That's code for something. Okay, keep going.
She wasn't being as serious as I thought. When we set out for this goal, we all said we wanted to be number one, but she wasn't showing me number one characteristics. I just wanted someone there that was going to show up on time. That's all I cared about. Obviously, Dev came back. She showed up. She changed the attitude. We fixed it and we made it work. I, in that moment, probably made the mistake by asking her.
Oh, she changed the attitude. Is he giving her credit or is he giving her blame?
Both at the same time.
El Chapo.
She had an attitude to change, but she fixed it.
Yeah. Well, then Chapo, then maybe you did the right thing by asking her to leave. And she should have stuffed $200 in your mouth. I really like Devin Kim. I really like that whole team. They are hot. They need a calendar.
They could do well with the calendar. Yes.
Yeah.
Something for everybody on that calendar.
Yeah. God, can you imagine if they would have done like a reality show with that team?
Oh, that would have been fucking gold. Sounds like they, and it's in San Diego, so it would have fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Like CrossFit.
And that gym's got all sorts of fucking hot people. That's the gym that has the hot Asian and the hot blonde chick that like are on a team together. You know what I'm talking about?
Emily Lugman and Lois Stallwood.
Yes, I know the Stallwood's one. What's the Asian girl's name?
It's Emily Lugman, but I think she's married to Holden Rethwell. So I think
God,
she's
you know
Rethwell.
some shit. God, I wish my brain stuck like that in there.
Holden Rethwell, I think, is one of the coaches for the teams or individuals. I can't remember.
What? Tell me, what's the girl's name again? The Asian girl?
Emily Lugman.
Emily, just that. I can't remember more than that. Stop there. Emily and Stallwood. I saw them at the games. I was a little starstruck, more by them than anyone else. I pretended like I didn't see them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't want to stare.
Just get
but you really do want to stare. Yeah, I saw that chick for sure. And I saw her walking with the Stallwood chick. Hey, dude. Her and that Stallwood chick are like exactly like they are on their Instagram. There was like no letdown, maybe even better. Like they walked by me, they were hot and they were smiling like that. Yeah, like that's how that's exactly how I saw them in the middle there. Is that that's not the Stallwood girl?
Oh no, that's Jess Smith. That's Chandler's wife on the right.
She's smiling too. Does she have orange hair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, back to El Chapo. Sorry, Chapo. Did I screw that up? Can we go back to him?
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sorry. Distracted by vagina.
Is this like June then?
This was about 2.5, 3 weeks before the games, man. We had a pretty sound year in 2020.
2 or 3 weeks before the games, he was asking Devin to. No, it can't be.
Wow.
You know how insane that is?
I heard that the replacement was Danny Spiegel too, but I think you have to listen to the whole podcast to get that shit. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I'm going to.
They have backups training with them, I wonder. That's a big change to make if you don't have somebody who's also been like training with the team, at least part-time.
When you got the dump truck hottie can fucking step in for anybody.
No doubt.
When you the shit, you the shit.
It's wild.
Coffee Pods and Wads. What button do you click on YouTube for copyright claim?
Don't worry, someone else will do it for you.
Shut it, Pedro. Shut it. Anyway, great. He's Pedro's fucking. I like it. He does the interviews. I just steal his shit and commentate on it and judge people over here.
So it makes the world go round.
Hey, I wonder if what Jorge's doing, if he's going to go individual next year. I wonder what they're doing if they're going to stay together as a team.
You would think so.
Jorge's talked about being individual still.
Isn't it customary to try to go back for a second one?
I just like that word customary. I hope so. Caller, hi. Is it customary to go back for seconds?
Is that a word?
It's always customary to go back for seconds.
Thank you. Okay. I've never had a one night stand in my life for that reason. It seemed like just complete.
Was it that reason?
Well, just thought put in so much work.
That's the reason.
I spent $37 getting you drunk. There's no way I'm letting this just be one night. There's no way.
I got rollover minutes.
I shared a pack of cigarettes with you. Come on, girl.
Oh man.
What you got? Why'd you call? What do you want to do? What do you want to say?
What's up, guys? This is John. I called a couple weeks ago for the first time. I just want to touch bases on the topic of the show about the shadow banning. It's coming back. It's coming back with a vengeance.
Why?
So it's election season. So if you don't hold the, how can I say it, the neoliberal woke perspective politically, and if you're on the side, whether you're a classical liberal, whether you're a conservative, whether you are whether you're a Democrat that leans center, if you don't follow the narrative that the media wants you to follow, and you go against that in any way, you will be either outright banned or shadow banned. It doesn't matter if you're a media personality or a regular, person who posts things that go against the traditional narrative.
You think there's like you think there's a hierarchy, like so like maybe it's like black, gay, I don't know, there's this hierarchy, and then all of a sudden if you vote Trump, all that's out the door. Like that dude was gay, right? And you would think like the woke group would like him just because they decide things like that. But because he likes Trump, he's just automatically toast.
Yes.
Trump trumps all of them. Anything, if you like Trump, you're toast.
At this point, if you like, you have people. You have the whole anti-Trump perspective when he ran initially the first time. You had a ton of people that you would consider conservative, like a lot of folks that run the Daily Wire. You had a lot of writers for the Daily Caller. Some of your more conservative / right of center individuals that you would think that may have at least leaned towards Trump, even after he received the Republican nomination, that put out a huge amount of articles that essentially said, "Do not back Trump, do not support him." This were a lot of individuals on the right, not everyone, but a lot of individuals on the right. So now at this point, I'm not going to call a bunch of media right of center media names, but they are all, without looking at all of the evidence, much of which I would use the term quote unquote trumped up against Trump, they still will just say, hey, the media is right. What's going on with Georgia? What's going on with New York? What's going on with everything that's coming out against Trump? Without looking at the details, they will say, hey, we don't care. You can't Trump. What's going on with Trump? What's going on with his lawyers is the right thing. And I'm telling you that this is setting a precedent in this nation, which is going to destroy this nation. Because
I'm going to say something really stupid, but you know what you just made me realize too? Like the skin color, the sexual preference, all of that is just all distraction. They don't care what your sexual preference is, and they don't care what your skin color is. It really just comes down to you're keeping them in control, right? Like the same reason why all of a sudden they call Larry Elder a white man in blackface. Like the second like you step out of line with the party, they'll just cannibalize their own. I always forget that the woke will cannibalize their own. They don't, all those other things, I don't know if the word is straw men, but those issues don't really matter to them. They just leverage, they don't care about gay rights. They don't care about equal rights. They just leverage all of that nonsense to fucking keep people in line and control people. I always forget that. It's weird. It's like I've had that epiphany like 100 times. Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna throw a couple things at you now. I don't want to hold you guys too long, but I'm gonna throw a couple things at you. That is absolutely true. I know I'm gonna sound like a really old man, but there's underpinnings. There's old communist socialist and underpinnings within what's going on, within the fluidity of what's going on socially and politically. Now, I'm going to throw a couple things out for you to check out.
Okay.
Some media, 2 documentaries. One is called Uncle Tom.
Yeah,
and
great.
Then Uncle Tom 2.
Yep.
The next one is going to be an old one that was made by G. Edward Griffin in the 60s. It's called Anarchy USA.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw one more thing, and hopefully this won't get you kicked off of YouTube.
Okay.
But doing research.
Oh, I'm sorry. I lost connection with you. Nice talking to you.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. No, go ahead.
This is just factual. Do research on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his father, what they wrote, and their socialist connections, specifically Martin Luther King's socialist connections to Ben Bella and other individuals that have backing with Cuba and very hardline socialist and communist perspectives. Do some reading and some research on that. There's a lot of material out there. I would suggest everybody read what Martin Luther King wrote. Not what people say about him, but what he wrote.
Okay.
And do some research on
Well
his
said.
connections.
Well said. Hear it straight from his mouth. Find out who he is from his mouth, not the way people are holding him up to what he's supposed to be.
Yep. All right. That's it.
Always love hearing from you. Thanks for calling, dude.
All right. Yep. All right. Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
You too.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you going to church?
Yeah, I am.
I knew it. All right. Why do good people go to church?
Hey, I'll pray for you.
Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
Cobra Rhodes.
Yep.
What's up, brother? Sevan rocks. T-Bagent, unreal talent. Yeah, crazy, right, Cobra? Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts what Tyson is doing. Killing it. Sevan, that jacket looks good on you. Well, thanks. I get made fun of for wearing this.
You get made fun of?
What jacket is it?
Yeah, it's like an old man's jacket.
Oh.
It's just a vest.
Makes you look like a rich yachter.
Yeah, it's stupid expensive. Even though it feels like so cheap, it was like this. Like Greg bought this for me probably
Is it
10 years ago in the Scotts Valley Mall.
Is it a Filson vest?
No, it's some crazy swanky brand. This thing feels like it could be used like as a rag to wash your car, in all honesty, but I think this thing was like $500.
Do you wear white pants with them rolled up?
You could. And you know what sucks is yesterday I was putting it on and the zipper peeled from the bottom.
Oh no.
Like, yeah, it's like members only shit. I swear it is like that. And it's such old man gear. Oh wow.
What's happening?
Oh wow. I'm just getting some good news. I just heard some good news from Greg. Wow. Oh, that's cool. Wow. He says they got some AI software to help clean up with some audio issues from that event. That would be amazing. God, that would be amazing. Clock, Sevan still thinks the cool people have Apple computers. They're actually communists. Message is a bridge too far. Okay, fine. I can't read or something.
Maybe you need a reading hour.
I do. Okay. Was that, what number was that? That was number 2. What was the gay guy? Oh, God, number 3 is gnarly. Number 3 is gnarly.
You want it?
I don't know. No, not yet. Number 3 is too gnarly.
Should we read through the YouTube community guidelines to make sure we're...
Yeah, probably.
Let's spend the show reading for the community guidelines.
Number 3 is gnarly.
Yeah. Hate speech, harmful, dangerous.
You can't use like you could use like I'm starting to understand like during election season you can't use anything for cover. Like so non-election season, like if like you know, like if you're missing an arm or like if you're some minority, like if you're some like victimized group, you have cover. But during election year, it doesn't even matter. Like like you're in a fucking wheelchair, but you on the wrong team. Fuck you. We're pushing you in the lake.
Oh, you just hit one.
What?
There's a whole list of them: age, caste, disability, gender identity.
You're looking at them now. The guidelines:
nationality, race, which is kind of on there twice. Immigration status.
What about those? You're not allowed to what? What those?
Can't mention any of these. Religion, sex, and gender. Different than gender identity, by the way. Sexual orientation, different than sex, gender, and different than gender identity and expression. 3 different outlines for that. Victims of major violent events and their kin, and veteran status, all the way at the bottom there.
Like I can't tell you if Caleb.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what Caleb is. Caleb not allowed to announce his status with the U.S. military or no?
No, because he's probably breaking all these other issues.
Thank you for fighting for our freedoms, Caleb. Thank you for fighting.
I'm probably breaking like a million of my own rules. I've been doing it for 2 years now. It's okay.
Just by sitting there.
Shit about it.
Look at him breaking rules.
Okay, let's do number 61 then. This is this goes back to what we originally talked about on the show. Now listen, if you report me for using the R word, then all it does is it just becomes one of the cats in the 3-ring circus.
Rhetorical?
Yes, rhetorical. Thank you. Number 61. Here we go.
A lot of things that some of the older folks don't know. There's certain things you can't say now. Like you might not notice the word you can't use no more. Can't call them a retarded. Can't call them retardeds. Now, the proper term is a feminist. It's important to understand that. A lot of
Why are words funny when people use them in the wrong conjugation too? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't call them the retardeds. I remember my grandmother brought a rug, smuggled a rug through Ellis Island, Oriental rug. And then I remember like being a kid and I don't know how I was 12 or 13. And then we could no longer call it an Oriental rug. That became politically incorrect. Fucking weird. But as a kid, you just accept it. You're like, all right, you can't say that word anymore. Oriental, crossed it up. But I think it's back now. I think you're allowed to say that one again. But it's crazy.
How did she smuggle a rug through Ellis Island? I just want to know that.
It was full. Dude, it's a huge rug that weighed like 60 or 70 pounds. It's huge. I have it still in my house.
Yeah,
it's in my living room. And as a kid, we weren't allowed to walk on it. And now it's like one of the main rugs that like it's just complete. It's just in my house and everyone stomps on it. That's how frugal I am. I have the couches that my mom bought when I was like in the 8th grade, and I have the rug my grandmother brought from Ellis Island, just in the middle of our living room. It was folded up so tight with like mothballs in it and put into a duffel bag, and I think she brought it through that way.
So that's all she packed when she came through Ellis Island?
I
She
guess.
packed the Oriental rug and whatever she was wearing. She's like, yep, this is all I
Probably. Maybe my mom will write in the comments that story's not true and fucking ruin it.
Like she bought it at IKEA 10 years ago. We just told you that to stay off it.
Hey, dude, my mom, we had a room in my house, the living room, where this rug was laid out. And because of that rug was in there, we weren't allowed to go in there.
Is it the piano room or something?
Yes. There was a piano in there too.
Everybody's got that room.
I fucking knew it. Yep.
And it has wood paneling on the walls and a fireplace. And it was just
so nice. Nobody could use it. A table you never sit at.
Yeah.
The piano stayed closed all the time.
We weren't allowed to close the piano. For some reason, it had to stay open and air or something. I didn't label number 62. Wait, let's just play it. Let's just see. It might just be a still frame.
It is.
Yeah, no, not a sex den, but appreciate your thinking. Oh yeah, this is Jay Nara wrote this. This is great. I'm so bummed. I'm really bummed that I didn't. I should make memes. This is a Jay Nara saying, "I identify as is no different than saying I'm pretending to be."
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have anything to come back to that one with.
Yeah. That's why you're crazy to fucking ask your kids what they identify as. You're just adding to their delusion. Give them some shit to earn. You know what you identify as? You identify as the kid who knows how to grow tomato plants in his backyard. Start the seeds in a little cup, water it, sprout it, and transplant it. And now you have a skill. You don't have to like think about what you identify as. Teach a kid how to throw a football. Play catch every day in the yard with your kid. Now your kid has something he identifies with is his ability to move and throw a ball.
He doesn't have to identify and pretending.
Right, nothing.
Is there a difference? I was just trying to think about it.
It's just as if you choose it, you're just pretending. It's like the problem is that we're all given names and people think those are even real, right? I'm just pretending to be Sevan. It's just a signifier so that someone can address me particularly. But it's to identify, establish, or indicate who or what is. I've never identified as straight, right? I'm never like, I identify as straight.
You just are.
I just am. I have to assume it goes the other way too. That's why it's ridiculous to identify as gay. Are you? Yeah, identify feels like you get a all of a sudden now you've left it. You've headed into the world of delusion. A turntable. Retard was fine when it was used to describe a mental development. Yeah. It's okay to call someone retarded if they are retarded, but it becomes an insult when they use it for anyone else. Yeah, that's why I don't say the word gay or fag.
Yeah, but you could still you could retard their learning.
Right.
Intentionally, which has nothing to do with a mental disability. Like if I teach
then
you,
it's not a noun though, right?
If I teach you, if you come into the gym,
retarded the growth of that plant by taking it away from the windowsill, then it's right.
Yeah.
You could say it like that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
That's why I prefer the word imbecile. Stupid. If you call someone stupid, you sound kind of stupid. You call retard, you trigger some people. You use imbecile, that's fucking potent. That's like you're calling someone a dummy, and also establishing you're smarter than them. You know what I mean? You like the word imbecile? It's got some comedic value too.
Because he used a thesaurus.
Imbecile. There is a ranking too. I think Caleb pulled it up, or you pulled it up once. There is a ranking for those are like delineated IQ levels: retarded, imbecile. Maybe stupid is one of them too. Like there's metrics next to them. It's empirically driven. It's like CrossFit. You can go to CrossFit Livermore and find out how fit you are, and for $19.99, you can get the radish peeler, and for another $19.99, we can tell you if you're an imbecile, retard, or stupid.
Your in-body scan.
You pee on the toilet. All you do is go to the bathroom and come out, and then we go in and look at the bathroom. We will tell you where you fall.
You, sir, are an imbecile.
Yeah.
Imbecile.
Slater, what about a retarder on a vehicle? Is that really a mechanical component on a vehicle?
Turntable made a good point. My son is severely autistic, and that word doesn't even bother me.
Good. Thank you. A retarder is a device used to augment or replace some of the functions of primary friction-based braking systems, usually on heavy vehicles. Oh, like those the you know when you hear trucks going downhill and they're like, brrrr,
Yeah, like
that's a
Jake brake.
retarder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it slows down the car.
I'm one of the this could become a theme for the show for the next 2 years. Here we go. Ready? I'm one of those people that downshifts, even though I drive a automatic.
What?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
So you go from drive to second or whatever it is, like
yes,
on the
yes,
the,
yes,
the shifter.
yes.
To like
Why?
when you're going downhill, or like
So like when I get off at freeway exits. Like when I downshift from fourth to third to second. Brr, brr, brr. I knew it. Okay, here we go.
Why? Why do you do that?
I don't know. Save on the brakes.
Do you also drive with one foot on the gas and one on the brake?
No, I do not.
Like,
I only use my right foot for driving.
Yeah, do you put it in neutral and coast? That's a good question.
Yeah.
No, but when I used to have a motorhome, I did do that. And hey, there's nothing that makes me more angry than when I'm in cruise. Let's say I'm in cruise control. I have it set to 75, and then I start to go down like a slope on the freeway. I don't like my cruise control keeping me at 75.
Yeah.
I don't like to hear it downshifting or braking or whatever the fuck it does. So I take it off cruise control because that's the frugal part of me. Because I'm like, hey, this is some free this is going to improve my mileage by coasting down this hill.
That's right.
Bomb down the hills. You're going 85.
Yeah, but I won't. But I don't put it in neutral. But I used to do that before I had kids. I would put it in neutral, or when I drove a stick, I put it in neutral. Yeah, I did. I was guilty of that too.
Just let it coast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Do you have paddle shifters?
Here, listen. No, that would be my minivan. The only thing Sevan hates in this world is his transmission. I do. It's funny. So, sometimes I do get concerned. I'm like, this has got to be okay for the transmission. This is fine. Oh, look at Tom Work. God, I wish your last name would have been Walk. God, that would have been so much better. Downshifting in an auto is worse than not returning your shopping carts.
That's awesome.
I'm so glad you shared that with us.
Adam Blakesley, do you make shifting noises with your mouth like your race car driver?
He also leans into the bank while he's going on the off ramp.
I do that.
That's
hilarious. I lean a little bit. Okay. Number 60. No matter how many times I hear stuff like this, I just struggle to believe any of this. But here we go. This is like what shadow banning is to some people. Weather control is like this to me too. Here we go. I think this is from 10 years ago. Oh, this aired 9 years ago on CBS. Here we go.
Lasers? Really? To change the weather?
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts. Go ahead.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds. I mean, did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War to wash out.
Okay, pause. So it goes from inclusive to the CIA I don't even know what is this guy actually saying? Does it work or doesn't it work? He can't decide whether it works or not. And what is a trillion-watt laser? Did they use that word trillion?
And how does that affect climate change? That's the real question I have.
And I just can't. They're speculating, although it did bring down monsoons on Vietnam. Like, what the fuck is going on in this interview?
We heard this and this. Inconclusive, but we do know the CIA.
But we do know, yeah.
What the fuck? I can't help but look at him in Neil deGrasse Tyson, whatever.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, paid actors now. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's tough.
Something happened, and then I started watching one of them before, and I was like, "Oh fuck, you seem fake to me. This seems completely."
Wait,
fake.
what? Say that again. Neil deGrasse is he's what?
I said, me personally, I can't look at him or this guy as anything more than Bill Nye the Science Guy, like a paid actor.
I agree. Because for a while I was like, wow, this is really cool. I like his 10-minute book on Now You Understand Astrophysics or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is cool. He's like dumbed down physics or whatever it was. And now I just see him all the time and I'm like, you're fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah, the big thing too when Neil deGrasse Tyson went on Bet David's podcast, that was like embarrassing for him.
Oh yeah, because they like kind of got into it, didn't they?
They didn't even like, it was just weird. Like Neil deGrasse just was like trying to act like he has some sort of independent thought, but then he would just completely toe the line of the 49ers in Big Pharma. And then Patrick would make some good points, and then he'd be like, yeah, and he does the like freak out, or like what I hate is when he does the like laugh at you because, oh my gosh, you would think that because you don't know what I know. So like once you already have that underlying, like I'm like, it's a pretentious attitude, like he knows more.
He got destroyed by Bet David.
Yeah, and like you wouldn't even why would you even question that? You're so silly to even question that. Like that was his attitude, and that one really destroyed it for me. And then now when I go back and watch him and that Mitchu whatever guy, I'm like, fuck, you guys are just paid for.
Dude, and when a scientist uses the word the consensus is spoken, you should be done with them.
Yeah, all the scientists agree.
Yeah, that's
right. And Chapman was kind of like the flat Earth guy too, who he was very condescending in the fact of like, you believe in dinosaurs? Well, I can't even have this conversation anymore. It was like it was that same attitude. And you're like, I don't know.
Help a brother out. I'm stupid. I still believe in dinosaurs.
Yeah. I don't believe that the planes were holograms.
Is there any more to that laser thing?
Here, I'll go back.
Thank you. I'm gender fluid.
Governments have been playing with this thing. Alleged to, right?
Yeah.
Now, we realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control, but nothing conclusive. This time, we're bringing in the laws of physics rather than simply waving our hands and uttering mumbo jumbo. We're actually using.
Hey, that's culturally offensive, by the way. That's a direct attack at Native Americans, I think.
Mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, waving our hands and mumbling mumbo jumbo. That is crazy culturally offensive.
You should get canceled for that.
Okay, let's go on.
In the laboratory, sure enough, they precipitate rain out of water vapor. Sure enough, you can actually bring down electricity down the
Wait
beam.
a second. Did you see?
Trillion.
Sorry. It said the reasons why you control the laser or the weather, and there were all these reasons. It was like, farming, help drought. But the reason why he said that it was used originally, the example was for fucking wartime.
Yeah.
That wasn't on the list. That wasn't on the list to fuck people up.
Inconclusive.
Anyway, I think as much as I don't want to say it, it seems like people fuck with the weather with trillion-watt lasers, or it's just mumbo. This guy's just mumbo jumbo.
I'm open to it all.
Thank you. Me too. That's why we're such good friends.
But let me get really angry about a belief I'm holding on to right now and start personally attacking you for being such an imbecile for even thinking that.
So is weather controlled? That's not a conspiracy?
Depends on the context you're using it. Are we helping people?
Yeah.
Minorities, farming? Perfectly fine. Are we using it for warfare to push agendas? You're a conspiracy theorist. See how that works there? It just depends on on the use.
How you do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It can be. Oh yeah. Okay. I like that. That's a great place to start. It can be manipulated. Well, we can try to manipulate it. There are people who have spent money trying to manipulate the weather.
Indeed.
Okay. 59. Is abortion killing a baby? What's the answer to that? Oh, here we go. Planned Parenthood. Look at the nuance of this. This is crazy. This lady works at Planned Parenthood, and Planned Parenthood Well, just watch this. This is nuts, but doesn't surprise me.
Another undercover investigation came out exposing Planned Parenthood aiding and abetting underage sex trafficking. Planned Parenthood Federation of America went out publicly saying that they would retrain all of their staff on how they reported abuse. I walk into the room, it's dark, there's a projector screen pulled down, and they begin to play all of the previous undercover investigations that had been put out about Planned Parenthood. I thought, what's going on here? I raised my hand and I said, I'm confused. Like, when are we going to actually begin the retraining? What can I do as a manager to enforce policies and procedures that would help protect women who are experiencing either sex trafficking or abuse in any way? And she immediately shot me down and she said, we're not here to talk about that, Ramona. We are here to teach you how to identify if you're being videotaped or recorded or entrapped in any way. Another undercover.
So think about that. Planned Parenthood was busted for being involved in child sex trafficking. They said, hey, we know we've been caught. We're going to train our people to make sure that that doesn't happen again. But instead of the training to make sure that doesn't happen again, the training is about how not to get caught doing child sex trafficking.
Which is also right. I mean, they're training to not let it happen again. They didn't tell you how, the method in which they're going to get there. They just said, we're going to train them on how to not let that happen again. They didn't say we're going to fix the problem.
It's like changing your hiding place where you hide your drugs in your house when your parents catch you. Like,
we'll let that happen again.
Yeah, well, and then you just move it. You hide the drugs in their room. You're like, they'll never find them here.
That's right.
They're probably doing the same training at BlackRock.
Hey, what's crazy too though is I like the way James O'Keefe does it. None of it matter. Like, you can always trick dudes with pussy. Always. It doesn't even matter. Like, it just doesn't, like, and with dick, they do the gay ones too, right? If you can just convince a guy that somehow you're going to touch his penis and assist him in ejaculating, you could get him to say anything. Fucking spill the beans. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't even matter.
I know it's
you want the nuclear launch codes?
Yeah, exactly. Could you just tell me that you want to touch it, and I'll start giving you the numbers.
Yeah, that might take 2 of them, but we'll still get there.
Yeah.
You might need
fucking
2 of people.
Crazy. And what's crazy about dudes too is dudes will be like, in whether they're straight or gay. God, I think she has a camera. I think she has a camera. But man, I think she really likes me too. Okay, I'm giving her the launch codes.
Isn't that the power of addiction? You could just justify it out in any way you want.
My desire to spread my seed is greater than anything. CK Kevin, we are such suckers. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's why in Greek mythology, all the statues, they had small weenies.
Oh.
Because if you were small, you weren't thinking as much with it. Therefore, you were a more logical, rational being. And
is that true?
Virtue, yeah. And if you had a big one, you were lustful. So unlike, all the statues that you would see, they got small ones. That's why.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you making that up?
No.
Oh.
Logical, not rational.
Sevi, have you seen Lila Rose on whatever podcast debating the Destiny cut guy? But I like it.
Dude, that Destiny dude's hard to listen to. The blue-haired Twitch dude.
Oh, I like Ryan Douglas's. Thank you. Ryan is calling bullshit on Sousa's small penis statue. I know Sousa reads into shit too much, right? That was way too much, right? There's no way. Sousa's Aristotle reincarnated.
Do your research.
Sousa. The consensus is Sousa did research and found that out. But Ryan and the rest of us scientists know that the penis was just small because it was cold outside. That is our consensus.
Daniel's saying I heard it on a dollar tour in Florence when I was in Italy. It was a YouTube guided one. You just go there and listen to it.
I was on that red bus. I was on top. I had the translated headset.
I did that in Barcelona. Literally on top with my headset.
58.
Oh fuck, Leslie, damn.
What did Susan must be really smart. He is.
That was a small penis joke. I mean,
Damn.
Oh shit, I get it. Oh
I've never
my
even
goodness.
seen Leslie before. She's like a good-looking woman too. Fuck.
Redhead.
you, dude.
The redhead. Holy shit. Wow, is that her first comment ever in the chat too? Just
I think so. It's the first
Gotta
time.
be.
It's the first time I've seen her.
wow.
Oh,
Damn, that's
How come
good.
how come I don't get jokes?
damn,
Suck.
Leslie.
I think that's why I'm not a successful comedian. Okay, here we go.
Madam Commissioner, I don't know why you said this, so I'm asking you why. You said that we're going to experience another pandemic in the future, and Bill Gates has warned us about that. What brought that on? Why did you say that?
Why did he say that?
I'm asking you why you said that.
Well, I was just, as an example, trying to tell you that more than likely there'll be other surges, other pandemics. We didn't know that this one was going to be the way it was. We just have to be prepared. There's no why.
Okay. Why did you use him as a resource, though? Like, is he an authority on
No, I just
virology or an
happened-
epidemiologist? Or
Don't go there. Of course not.
okay, I did go there, so I will. Thank you, Madam Commissioner.
No, so listen, this is a New Jersey's health commissioner, Judith Pershilly. After Senator Testa questions her about why she used Bill Gates as a reference. How fucking funny is that?
Don't go there.
Yeah, why are you using Bill Gates as a resource for that there'll be another pandemic? That makes no sense at all.
Because he's a really smart guy. He has a big library.
He's invested in it. That's why.
Have you seen the books he has at his house? Fuck, man, he's smart.
That's why we should trust him.
Do you know at Fast Times at Ridgemont High when Sean Penn goes, they total the car, and Sean Penn says something like, "Don't worry, my dad's got a killer set of tools." Remember that, like to repair the car.
Yeah,
that's kind of what it's like. Anytime someone cites Bill Gates, don't worry, he's really rich. He knows. Fucking Bill Gates. She should be so fucking embarrassed. Do you think she's do you think she tries to defend that later? Or do you think she's just embarrassed as all get out?
I feel like she's embarrassed just by that. Like she didn't even know how to respond there. She's just like, stop.
Stephen Flores, hospitals here in Fresno started wearing masks again.
Yeah, I started seeing more of that too here.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What's happening? I don't see that on my worldwide news feed on Instagram. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen. Is something here? Is there something
They're saying
here?
there's like a resurgence of COVID again, and they're preparing for the like flu, COVID, RSV like season.
Are people still taking the 49er for COVID? Are people still doing that?
Yes.
Really?
People still ask for it every time they come into the hospital.
Oh yeah, dude.
They're like, "Oh, I'm here for my booster." And you're like, "What? How many have you had?" And they're like, "This is my 5th one. I've had 5. This will be my 6th."
Savage.
Where are these people getting their news?
CNN, MSNBC, the local news station.
But they're not even pushing it anymore, are they?
New York Times. No, but they make it comfortable for them.
Yeah, I don't know
Dude.
where they're getting it from, but
These people are going to accidentally kill themselves.
oh, I know.
Not accidentally.
Accidentally
is
on
this
purpose.
How is this happening?
It's a trip. We have families come in and they just ask for like their whole family. There's like a family of 5 and they've 2 or 3 kids under the age of 12. And they're like, "Yeah, we need our boosters." Like what?
Oh my God. Dude.
Our tax dollars
my
paid for it, damn it. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I'm
And
getting my money's worth.
Is the kid sipping on a Coca-Cola while they do it?
Yeah, or like eating something with sugar, like they have suckers in their mouth, or their parents have bribed them with donuts after the fact. Like it's hilarious.
When we had that girl on the other day, this Wolverine lady, she was like, she said something like she doesn't think she's better than other people or something, and I was like, I think I'm better than other people. Let me give you another example of how I'm better than other people. So there's this. I've been taking the kids to AOJ, the Art of Jiu-Jitsu. It's a beautiful jiu-jitsu center, beautiful. And there's this bench that probably like seats, goes the whole length of the mats, and it probably seats comfortably, I want to say 40 parents. And it's full. It's completely full. I sit on the floor. I would say 10% of the people sitting on the bench are eating. Kids and adults, maybe more, 20%, 30%. Maybe it seats 80 people. I don't know. The place is packed. And the place is completely white. It's completely clean. The floors are polished concrete floors. I don't know what in your fucking mind thinks it's okay to let your kid walk around there with a Ziploc bag full of those little marshmallows, or your kid eating granola walking around, or you as a parent sipping out of a fucking fountain drink. Like, it's a fucking jiu-jitsu studio. Just go outside and eat. What happened? You're going to spill something. My wife and I were sitting down by the trash can, and some kid had spilled his granola mix. And so the mom was trying to clean it up, and of course didn't clean it up. And everywhere on the ground was fucking granola and little tiny pieces of dried fruit that now 100 people are stepping on as they walk back and forth. It's like, dude, it's so fucking inappropriate to eat in the gym. Any gym. It's uncouth. Do you let people eat in your gym, Sousa?
No, but we've never. I mean, the kids area, we've had to tell them, like, don't bring food with your kids because they'll drop random shit inside that kid's room with it. And they'll
that's crazy.
And it gets everywhere. Especially there used to be this one, like back in the day, that the mom would always hand them a sucker or two. And it was just crazy to me that because like she was like super into her health and fitness, but she would just like pacify the kid with a lollipop.
Oh my God.
And then the lollipop, you would go in there to clean it, and it would just be like super sticky, stuck all over the place, other food there. Yeah. We haven't had that in years though. So people have been really good.
So the way the classes work, there's a lot of people will take classes back to back. So my kids will go there, they'll take one class, and then there'll be a break, and then there's another class. During the break, we go outside and I feed them. That's it.
Yeah. You're just conscious of what's happening around you.
Yeah.
I think that's what I was like distilling it down to. There's like conscious and then contribution. Like everybody should work to have those two. Like be conscious of your behaviors and your actions and the way they affect the other people around you, and be conscious of like your motives. Like, why am I doing this, or why am I acting this way? And then try to find ways to be like to contribute, or at the very least, don't impose upon, don't tax the system. So if you can't contribute, or you think you can't, then, or you're not in a position to contribute, then the very least, just don't make it harder on everybody else who is contributing. And like those are that's what I kind of distill down to your, I think I'm better than other people thing. It's like, because you,
who do you want? Do you want a bunch of people in there who are eating, or do you want people in there who are not eating? What makes the place better? People who are not eating. I think
contributes to the instructors. Now they have less cleaning to do because you didn't come in because you were conscious of your behaviors, because you ate outside, because you knew it was inappropriate to bring it in there, which then taxed the system and everybody else around them because the food's all over the place and somebody has to fucking clean it.
And it's no big deal to go outside.
It's no big deal.
It's 6 feet away. It's just like literally you can there's a window, you can see it. It reminds me, there was another gym my kids used to go to, and one time a black belt came in and his kid was with him, and his kid was eating an ice cream cone. Licking an ice cream cone. And I'm just like, dude, you should have that fucking black belt wrapped around your neck and fucking jackass. No judgment.
And there's also the difference in parents. There's like 3 different levels that I've noticed, especially with the kids who I'm at the gym. The whole gym for the last 10 years has just been one big like social experiment of like watching and doing shit and the way I do shit and how people react to it. But There's the parents who don't do anything. They just grab their kid and they go, come on, we're going. And then you peer over the side and you're like, oh, they just left it a disaster. All the toys are out. Everything's left. Then there's the parents that will come in there and just start cleaning it. And their kids are just running off doing something else and they're cleaning it. And then there's a third one where the parent just stands there and makes sure the kid has cleaned all of it to the appropriate level. And then they might step in as, the kid's done 80% of it or something. Okay, now we get the fuck out of here. Someone to help you do it. But there's those are the three things I've watched. Nothing at all. Them doing it for the kid or them making the kid do it.
Yeah.
Who do you think turns out to be a more conscious contributor to society out of those three? Right. And so
that's three. Choice three.
Choice three. Yep.
Choice three. You want to have some self-consciousness around your contribution. Or else then you just pee on the street.
Yeah.
You just shit and pee on the street. You're no better than a fentanyl addict. There's a fourth. Don't touch any toys because I don't want to have to clean up after you.
That's true. Yeah. And there's some kids that come in with books. There's some kids that come in with tablets, iPads. It's like, it's crazy. And there's different levels of behavior that come with those actions.
There's a turntable cough, shopping carts cough. There's people who put their carts away, and then there's people who make their kids put the carts away. And there's people who are pro economy. Then there's people who don't even use carts. Carts are for pussies.
Carry it all in your hands.
Yeah,
I did.
One
yesterday.
trip or die.
Right. That's a good shirt. Yesterday I put my shopping cart. The Rayleigh's here in Newport Beach. It has two different size shopping carts. It's got those little ones, and then it's got the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I put my little one into the big where the big ones were. And I thought I should take a picture and post that so you guys could judge me.
So everybody could get upset.
I mean, yeah, it just fucks everything up. You put the little one in there, and now that they don't all fit together nicely, and it just fucks everything up.
How dare you?
Yeah. I would rather someone not put their shopping cart away than let your fucking 3-year-old steer the cart in the shopping in the store while the rest of us have to deal with your shit. How's that? What's 57? There's no. Oh my God, 56 is so good. Wait till you see 56. 56 is amazing.
56 or 57?
No, 57. 57. Oh yeah, this is good. Here we go. This is funny. Enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen.
You can assume that I'm gay just because I have rainbow hair, wearing a rainbow shirt. I got a rainbow pride flag behind.
How can you assume that I'm disabled just because I have a messed up body with messed up hands and I drive a mobility scooter because I can't walk?
How are you going to?
Oh my God.
No way.
So good, right? How are you going to assume I'm gay just because I got rainbow?
That's amazing.
Along the adaptive class athletics, this is truly remarkable. I need one part of this video explained to me, but the rest is just absolutely amazing. Okay, number 56, swimming, world record swimming. This is incredible.
50-meter world record got obliterated by Zhuo Ying Chang in the Paris swimming games. And look at his strategy. Everyone else is splashing. He's just still as can be. His legs are motoring. His head looks like a water balloon that hasn't burst yet, but is about to burst. His torso's got to be as strong as ever. Head first into the wall. Broke the record, finished under 30 seconds. The record for people with arms is 21 seconds. The 50-meter world record got obliterated by Zhuo Ying Chang in the Paris swimming games. And look at his strategy. Everyone else is splashing. He's just still as can be. His legs are motoring. His head looks like a water balloon that hasn't burst yet, but is about to burst. His torso's got to be as strong as ever. Head first into the wall.
Please tell me they have a pad there at the wall for no arm swimmers.
I have no idea. I know they have
That's some world-class athleticism. First of all, I don't want to disregard that. Whatever that body control is, whatever the fuck he's doing, that dolphin kick, insane. But how about the head into the wall?
I know there's like a little I don't know. It's for like the timer. So like when you touch it, it stops the timer.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be a little padded.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like it hurts, dude. That looks unsafe. Hey, he doesn't even have a swimming cap, right? He's just bald.
Yeah, he's bald.
God damn, that looks like that hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, here, there's Eric Wise. There's a pad for everyone. Yet, Caleb's concerned that it might not be a thick pad.
I don't think it is. You would be able to see it, and it's not super thick off that wall.
It's not a thick, high absorbent pad, if you know what I mean. the thin for the lighter days.
Yeah, not like the ones they have at the CrossFit games for people doing handstand push-ups.
Pads, thick pads,
thick pads. Look at this comment.
Sunny K, pausing to give my man his morning B-Day Hummer. Be right back. Wow.
Timestamp at 8:38. Let's see how long it takes her to come back.
Remember, technique. This is true. I'm about to tell you. This is a truism. Technique is irrelevant. It's the effort and passion. Effort and passion. The technique on a blowjob is almost irrelevant.
Well, I don't know. You get a little teethy. You're gonna sing a different tune there.
It's no. Don't listen to this.
I get a little scrapage.
He'll tolerate. Just be really. It's all passion and passion, determination, commitment. Are you laughing at this? Stretch first.
No, I'm laughing at you.
The determination part is.
Yeah.
How about this?
I'm like visualizing it. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
If you pull, thank you. God, wow.
Yeah.
Timestamp that. Susan's saying I'm right. Timestamp that too. Thank you. Okay, so let's give some pointers here. This is good. Daniel Garrity, there goes the nuclear codes. You'll definitely get the nuclear codes. Eye contact. Yeah.
Important.
There you go.
Go in and out of it though. Making eye contact with what?
Yeah.
The eyes or
yeah.
A little bit of both helps.
Yeah. Okay. Kevin, I've been married for 24 years. I have no pointers for you. Ken Walters, make sure you ride the bike with no hands. It's always a little show.
2 hands.
Yeah.
Stacked.
Yeah, both. Automatic and stick.
Not like this.
No.
You want to make him feel bad?
Yeah.
But I'm a logical, reasonable man. That's why.
And when you're done, just say that was easy. That was easy.
Oh, you know, at the end of the Barkley Marathons, that's a button. Like if they finish the Barkley Marathon, they have a button. He brings out a button. It's the "that was easy" button.
Oh.
They have to hit it, and then it's.
I didn't know that.
So they've been running for 40 hours, and they're like, "That was easy."
Oh my God, Pedro!
What did Pedro? Not that fond of head. My jaw gets so tired. Oh, man, Nelly. Call me later, Pedro. I need to tell you something. Your timing is impeccable, but your understanding of the situation needs a little work. Turntable. Wow. I think the opposite is for eating at the Y. Technique is more important than passion. Wow.
Maybe we could get some of the female commenters to comment on that.
Cave Dastro, my mom just came down to the basement and asked me what I'm listening to. Oh no. There's a lot to unpack there.
Leslie.
Leslie Smith. Wow. All right.
Only dropping facts today.
Damn.
Oh shit.
She's my new favorite.
I know. I like her.
I can't wait to get home and see her on a big screen. Like McCaskey. Oh, nothing, Mom. Someone's just talking about head. Pull up a seat.
Hey, this falls under the contribution category for us here. We're contributing to everybody.
50. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do racism today. I don't know if I assume that. We could put Vivek on blast. I got a whole bunch of just like blasting poor Vivek.
Oh, I really liked him, and then now I'm starting to become skeptical of him.
Let's go. Well, let's play these, and then I need to have. I'm gonna get Dream Rare on. Let's play a whole 50. Let's go through these 3 clips, and then maybe we'll call it a show. Poor Vivek, he's getting destroyed, but better to know now. Hey, and Trump is gonna fucking have at him with all these too. Okay, here we go. Is this the top one, Caleb? We're just gonna take it from the top. Okay, here we go.
So first, let me just address a question that is on everybody's mind at home tonight. Who the heck is this skinny guy with a funny last name, and what the heck is he doing in the middle of this debate stage? I'll tell you, I'm not a politician.
Of a mill worker's son who dares to defy the odds. The hope of a skinny kid with a funny name who believes that America has a place for him too.
So who is Vivek Ramaswamy? The Obama plagiarizing Big Pharma CEO who wrote a book less than a year ago in which he compared Trump to sore loser Stacey Abrams, said he respects Pence, and says that Mike Pence did the right thing on January 6th. A man who tweeted out, well said George Soros, and seemingly even parroted his rhetoric on open societies. A man who took money for his law school from a Soros fellowship, said he did it in a video defending himself, quote, when I didn't have the money.
When I didn't have the money and it was a merit scholarship.
Yet Fox News reported that he made millions of dollars that year and $1 million every year for a couple years prior. So he lied about that. A man who made a fortune off of a failed Alzheimer's drug, and a man who just last year wrote a Wall Street Journal op-ed in which he said, the most important step in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic was the distribution of vaccines. That's in 2022. So who is Big Pharma salesman Vivek? Well, he's whoever you want him to be, because just like Obama, he'll say whatever he has to say, even copying Obama, to tell the naive and foolish sheeple what they want to hear. Everyone's giving this guy softball interviews and weak debates. Vivek, if you want a real challenge, come on my channel. I don't buy your shtick at all.
So first, let me.
Wow. Bug Dreamer is a beast, dude. He is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 2. I don't hate Vivek, but boy, some shit needs to be talked about. Vivek Ramaswamy. Biden says all adults will be vaccine eligible by May 1st. That's good news. Give credit where credit is due. Hey, that's the part that's a trip, because once again, all you have to do is a little bit of research, and that particular 49er, no one knew anything about. We still don't know anything about it. The studies are so poor in regards to it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even know if it stopped transmission. Vittorio, Sevi falls in love too easy, dude. You nailed it. You are like, when my wife and I went house shopping, every house we walked into, I was like, let's get this one. I'm so that guy. I'm so that guy. Okay. And finally, for my love for Vivek Ramaswamy. Here we go. Oh yeah, this guy's good. This guy's taking over Instagram.
Vivek Ramaswamy. Should you trust him? Some of you won't like this, but hear me out. He seems to be everywhere. Clips of him giving it to the man and calling out the establishment all over social media. Skyrockets from unknown to top of the Republican polls. And I understand why. He says what we all want to hear. End the war, secure the border, drain the swamp, unity, freedom, truth. Which outlets are considered untrustworthy propaganda media? MSNBC, Business Insider, AP, Forbes, The New York Times, The New Yorker, Huffington Post, Axios, Politico. just to name a few, the mouthpiece of the establishment, then why are they all so supportive of Vivek? Doesn't make sense. How is he considered anti-establishment when he's supported by the establishment? If you or I were to say some of the anti-woke things he says, we would be shadow banned. But somehow, he's trending on every single major social media platform. Prior to politics, he was a hedge fund manager. His claim to fame was a pharmaceutical startup company called Roivant. In the 9 years it's been in business, it has never been profitable or delivered a working product. Although Roivant continues to fail their clinical trials, they were able to find investors and raise money, making Vivek an extremely wealthy entrepreneur. Good at convincing people to invest, poor at delivering product and execution. Not a good sign. So what about the money? The media highlights that Vivek has invested over $10 million of his own money to fund his campaign, an honorable feat. Vivek announced his run for presidency in February 2023. How long do you think it takes to make that decision and execute a plan? 6, 8 months? July 2022, the value of Roivant stock is just over $3 per share. On February 21st, 2023, Vivek announces his run for presidency, and on February 22, he sells 4 million shares for approximately $32 million at nearly $8 per share. Well over $15 million in profit in 6 months prior to him announcing presidency. Good for him, right? Make that money. Company is losing over $1 billion per year, but he got paid. Smart guy. But anytime things are just so coincidental, I'm forced to keep digging. Why did the stock price of an unprofitable, failing company rise over 100%? How does it go from an all-time low to nearly its all-time high? Institutional money. You remember when Vivek said the financial investment giants like BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard represent arguably the most powerful cartel in human history? Well, guess who's on the list of institutional investment giants that started giving his company money 1 year ago? You want to guess? BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. All three have added to their positions in the last quarter, and Roivant, which Vivek still owns 7% share in, is now up over 300% in the last year, making it worth close to $1 billion. During the Republican primary debate, Vivek vowed to end the teachers' union. Guess who is also on this list of investors? California State Teachers Retirement System. Look, his intentions may be pure, and this is all a coincidence. Maybe there's a great explanation. However, I am not a financial analyst nor investigative reporter, but I was able to find all this out in a couple hours of sifting through publicly available data. Why is his connection to George Soros via scholarship and his involvement in the Ohio COVID-19 response team scrubbed from Wikipedia? In 2021, he was named
that part's a trip. That part's a trip. The teachers union thing, whatever. I wasn't even able to follow that. Like, if the teachers union's if he's trying to dismantle the teachers union, but they're also investors, it seems like it should be the opposite. That he shouldn't be trying to dismantle them. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that was the point he was making. How could he be against the establishment when he's funded by the establishment?
Oh, okay.
You know,
hey, and there's this pushback on everything this guy's saying. Dude, BlackRock and Vanguard's money is everywhere. You can connect everyone to them. I have my fucking retirement in Vanguard.
Yeah, me too. S&P 500. They own 88% of it. So if you're investing in S&P 500, you're also with them.
Yeah. So, but anyway, there were some great comments in here. True, Sevan does fall in love easy. He wants to suck off the Born Prenatal founder after watching 30 seconds of his podcast.
It was a good 30 seconds, though.
It was
best 30 seconds
great.
of your life.
And I don't. To be fair, I think it was a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Double what you say.
Get it
dick.
right.
You dick. You retard. You're a retarded dick. You're a retarded.
You're rhetorical.
I called him that twice.
Good times.
This show has more inside jokes then Audrey has inside cats. No, this show has more inside jokes than Colton has inside dogs. Better? Because that's an inside joke on an inside joke. If you don't know, Colton has. Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Julie Slewinski. That's how I'm going to look at the Born Primitive guy. See how she's looking at him?
Mm-hmm.
So don't take a fucking load off, you motherfucker. Take a load right off that
I'll dollop that daisy.
Yeah. Polish your knob. I'm polish your head, and then I'm gonna polish your head. Julie Slewinski. Sevi, did you ever share the hotel room story from the games where you were gonna have to give up your room for something? Holy shit, no, and I am not telling that story. Wow.
She remembered it though.
Wow.
That's funny.
Wow. I did. Wow. God damn. Wow. Bring that up like in a year, and I'll bring that because I was told not to tell that story. It could make someone look bad who does not deserve to look bad, and I agree. But wow, Julie, jeez Louise, my God, there's something about that picture, her and that dude. Look how happy they are.
Yeah, nice wedding photo.
My wife looks at me like that. You think that's a wedding photo?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to put my vote on wedding photo.
Is her hair braided? No.
No, but it's done up nice. He's in a suit. She's in a white dress. Forest scene.
Cute.
Very cute.
Turntable. I don't want someone to find out who I am. God, I don't want to find out who you are either. I like all you guys. I don't want to find out who any of you are. I'm kind of friends with him on Insta, but he might be disappointed because I lick his balls on here. Golf Foxtrot Yankee, after reading RFK Jr.'s book, it's clear that clinical trials are just an idea, not a real thing. Yeah, totally. And also there's never been any trials or any studies of the mixture of concoctions that everyone takes. There's no studies on that. Zero. No one's like trying to figure out if you mix Tylenol with the 49ers, with your insulin, with your TRT, with your like no one's studying what the whole mixture of the 72 drugs does to you. Are you guys skating far? Oh, okay. I'll bug you guys soon. You have your phone? Awesome. You can leave that door open. Just close the screen. All right. Thanks. Skateboarding time.
Nice.
I wonder if I should save those. I'm gonna save the Vivek. I'm not gonna erase that yet, in case I need that for when
Let's circle back to it.
Well, I'm gonna erase it. I know it's on Dream Rares. 48. Do you want to build? Oh no, 47. Do you want to roll the dice? You want to roll the dice? You want to roll the dice? You want to gamble a little? Want to gamble?
Oh, with this, it's the last clip.
I don't know.
Is at the very end of our show, so we can easily edit it out if we need to.
Dude, this is so crazy. This is so fucking crazy. Why do you do stuff? Like, I wear a seatbelt because I believe that it offers safety and because I don't want a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
This is absolutely nuts, dude.
You want to play it?
I want to play this in a room full of people who took the injection. I want to know what they think, honestly. Imagine someone talking to you like this every time. It's just nuts. Yeah, let's play this. This is just absolutely crazy. This is the craziest montage ever. How does this guy sleep at night? How do either of these guys sleep at night? Knowing they killed people. They loaded people onto the trains. Come on, get it. Come on, get it. Okay, here we go.
Don't get the vaccine, you can't go to the supermarket.
Don't have the vaccine, can't go to the ball game. Don't have the vaccine, can't go to work. You don't have the vaccine, can't come here. No shirt, no shoes, no service. That's where I think we should be right now. I think we have to stop coddling people when it comes to this and the vaccine, saying, oh, you can't shame them. You can't call them stupid. You can't call them silly. Yes, they are. The people who are not getting vaccine, who are believing the lies on the internet instead of science, it's time to start shaming them. We can't have mealy-mouthed people like that. You have to be more direct, a more concerted effort to say, get vaccinated. You're going to kill other people. You can't come into this office or this place of business. It has nothing to do with freedom. There's nothing to do with liberty. Put some rules in place that will demand that people get vaccinated. You cannot be that selfish and, quite frankly, that ignorant. It's my freedom and I don't want to get vaccinated. I don't want to do that. Don't go to the hospital then. People who don't want to get vaccinated are conservative, Republican, white. I'm saying, do people really know what's in stuff that they inject in their bodies all the time? Stop it. We have to start doing things for the greater good of society and not for idiots who think that they can do their own research. We're going to look at the greater good of everyone in our society, and you're not part of that.
Don Lemon has been fired by CNN. The longtime anchor announced the news in a tweet on Monday.
I'm bummed they fired him.
Why? What do you mean?
It's like somehow it's like some sort of out for them. Like they just replaced him with worse people.
Mm-hmm.
The people they replaced him with are even more heavy-handed, more racist. God, this is unreal. And you're telling me that there's people still coming in and getting the injection for their kids. I don't understand. Sometimes I think that we must be like the world must be like Raw thinks. Like Raw says, like there's different realities going on simultaneously here. I must be like, well, I must be in a different one. Those people, are you in a reality where the injection works? You know what I mean?
I'm in the reality where I just don't question it.
I've totally screwed up my reality. In my reality, the injection doesn't work. It kills people. In your reality, it helps people?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh, my God. All right. Remember, vote Democrat or don't vote at all.
Or you ain't black.
Yeah. Or this show's going to get canceled.
That's a good
vote Democrat or this show's going to get canceled. So, say you're going to vote Democrat or this show's going to get canceled. Who do we have on tomorrow?
Mr. Josh Bridges.
Oh, that's awesome. So today's guest was Hunter McIntyre. Then tomorrow's will be Josh Bridges. And on Tuesday will be Greg Glassman. God, wouldn't it be awesome? What if Greg came on with the fuck you glasses?
That would be hilarious.
Eric says that's fabulous. Eric Utley, that's fabulous advice. Always vote Democrat. Thank you. The show's all about vote Hillary. Write Hillary in your ballot, please. Golf Fox. Oh, we're close. We're close to 24.
Close.
They stay in the hood. 24.
20.
Wednesday. Born Primitive.
Pumped about that, aren't you?
Oh shit! My wife just texted me. Josh was in my dream last night. Well, thanks.
So yesterday's text.
Did you hear the text come in too?
Yeah. Ding. Yep.
Oh, thanks for telling me that while I'm on the show, honey. Thanks for bolstering my confidence. Really appreciate you giving me. I felt my T count drop. Nothing like the support from your woman.
She just really likes her guests.
Viva la Ukraine. Viva la Ukraine. Keep that border open. Keep that border open.
I saw a video of them welding those gates open in Arizona.
Wait, what happened?
Sorry, this is opening a can of worms. They welded the gates open and the border wall in Arizona, from Arizona to Mexico. They welded them open, so you can't shut them.
Oh, well, that's so that the Midwestern coyote can still keep its a migrant path open.
Who welded them open?
Yeah,
I don't know. It didn't say specifically, but they were welded.
I'm pretty sure that the
El Chapo, the guy from the clip in the the guy on the Invictus team, welded them open.
They got mile-long tunnels. They could weld open a little gate.
Bruce Wayne, she's getting you back for the 7-foot girl. Oh yeah, with a 4-foot man. Perfect. I like it.
I like how Bruce's icon photo has just been a rotating thing of guests on the show, like podcast people. It was like Hiller before, then it's like Pedro now.
Oh God, Pedro looks famous in that picture.
He is famous.
Is Bruce wearing a suit?
Looks like a little button-up action. A couple buttons from the top missing. Let him know he's there to party.
W.M. Buckley. You want to go? Bill Gates, vaccine expert, like Glassman is diabetes expert. Bill Gates is making billions. Billions off of injecting people with drugs that any ding dong can research for 15 minutes and be like, yo, that's not working. No, that is not true. You do not get herd immunity from the tetanus vaccine. The last measles outbreak we had in the United States, of the 150 people that got it at Disneyland, more than 75 were vaccinated. There's no money in Greg Glassman pushing up against diabetes. Just for starters. It's the fitness industry, there is a pile of money out there, right? There's limited resources. There's not infinite money. So there's this pile of money out there and people can spend it how they want. And you can use your money to get a gym membership, get a nutritionist, sign up for a CrossFit gym, hang out with like-minded people, and use that money to go there. But that's money that won't be then going to the medical community. And so that pile of cash is being, there's withdrawals, that big pile from different areas. There's no one in the fitness industry who's like concerned that pharma's taking their money. I've never heard anyone say that. But there is concern from pharma that other people are taking their money. So he'll be on Tuesday. Ask him.
There you have it.
Turntable. I disapprove of this comment. Okay. Oh, and thank you, Bruce. And of course, the injection is free. I love it. See you guys tomorrow morning. Who is it? Josh Bridges?
Josh Bridges.
Easy day. All right. Love you guys.